EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Darnold going to throw right away.
And incomplete to open things up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And no return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's the 2nd-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
His throw incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Man open, here is Jones. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Etienne. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd down and goal. Lawrence. He's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
What's the deal, y'all? They'll try to run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete there to Moore.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Throwing again is Darnold.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Etienne once more.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So not only do you not get the 1st down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower. because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Lawrence. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
They'll run with ETN.
Oh, look at the juke.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll try the left side with ETN.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Another tote for ETN. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
But that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
His pass caught at the 4.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Toss left side for Etienne.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
This is caught.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Darnold. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Darnold now to throw.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Darnold from the red zone now. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw here.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now following the sack, Darnold and Carolina left with a 3rd and long. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Agnew now to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
After the interception, here's Darnold.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6, but they'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up. The other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room at halftime plotting, getting the ball back, taking it downfield, and putting 6 points on the board. I just wonder, do they have a 12-point drive in them now? What a way to start the half.
All changed in the blink of an eye. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Right back to Hubbard.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. It's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On first down, it's Darnold. Connection made with Chenault.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Darnold. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And his throw here's incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
Man open, here is Jones.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. A first down throw, Darnold. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 23.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On play action, Lawrence.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
Being chased out left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now does he get to the first down marker? He blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Complete to Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence
finds his tight end Ingram.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Good shot.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. Looking sideline here. Arnold's got it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. His pass caught at the 4. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Patterson's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at their 25-yard line. Play action. It's Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. A second fake. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well. And we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like They like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Darnold throw complete there to Thomas. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he floats one there, incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Darnold. He gets it to Thomas. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Y'all got time. Let's go. Let's go.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
He'll look to ETN to start things out.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Lawrence. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
That's returnable now for Smith.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw pulled in by Marshall.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the 1st down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Jaguars getting set to go.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. And they'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On third down, Lawrence.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Lawrence to Jones, first down, Jacksonville.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Lawrence.
He'll find Jones again, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Lawrence.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Back to throw, Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. He'll take this to the 46.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now Darnold. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Down 13-10, 57 seconds to go. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
He's back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Able to find Jones.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.